Introducing the Paramena Bliss Podcast, a show dedicated to unraveling the mysteries of achieving optimal health naturally as you transition into perimenopause and menopause. Get ready to join your host, Dr. Seth Yates, an experienced naturopathic doctor, acupuncturist, and kinesiologist, as he shares his wealth of knowledge acquired from over 40,000 patient visits and 15 years in working with perimenopausal females. Welcome to the Paramena Bliss Podcast.
Hey, this is Doc Yates, and welcome to the Paramena Bliss Podcast, brought to you by ablehealth.us. And on today's podcast, we want to dive into Able Health, and specifically how we have the goal of using Able Health to help you improve your health so that you can use this information to also improve other people's health. Like, I've been fortunate enough over the last 15 years of practice and having worked with countless number of people to see the benefits that this can cause, and then also see the benefits that it's been able to cause in myself by sharing this information. And we want you to have this same kind of blessing in your life. So personally, I kind of keep in my back pocket a lot of proverbs and adages in terms of help guiding my decisions when I have to make, a quick decisions. And so these are things that I like to fall back on, and I'd like to share these with you so that hopefully you can incorporate some of them into your own life and then get the benefits from them. So, number one, this is a mainstay of naturopathic medicine: treat the root cause. It's actually supposed to be a mainstay of, regular medicine as well. I just don't feel like they necessarily incorporate it the same way. But as we talked about in the last podcast, there are several major roots of your kind of healthy tree that are part of, you have to make sure are balanced to treat the root cause. Diet and natural treatments are each roots of that tree. And then the spiritual and kind of mental emotional roots are also big parts of that tree. And what we're going to go over today is to actually discuss how these roots can all get nourished together when you're using these things to help yourself and to help others. So, number one, it's crucially important to treat the root cause, and those three things are almost always part of the root cause. Another proverb or kind of saying I like to use is that you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make him drink. But here's the important part. A lot of people hear that saying and they're like, well, I guess there's no point trying because I can't make them drink. You still have to lead them to the water. So regardless, if you recognize someone as thirsty, you still have to lead them to the water. It's up to them to decide if they want to use any of this information, and it's not up to you to force anything upon them, but at least lead them there so that they have the option that they can see that they have an option, and once they see that, then they can decide. And the reason that Able Health plays such a big role in this for me, to be honest, is the scalability. There's a lot of times people are like, oh, I know such and such friend, and they live in 2 provinces over. Do you know anyone who can help them? And I'm like, I don't know anyone over there who can help them, and I'd be happy to help them, but they can't come see me, and I need to be able to teach them these things. So Able Health enables me to kind of help teach a lot more people and lead a lot more people to water. And then hopefully for those of you who have decided that, you like the benefits that you're getting from this, you can also lead other people to this. Number 3, give a man a fish, he'll eat for a day. Teach a man to fish, and he'll eat for life. So with everything that you're going to learn through using Able Health and because it's so customizable, that you can use this for your long term for yourself. So you will learn things in doing this about yourself. You're going to learn a lot of things about health, so that it's not just like, oh, just follow here's a 30-day meal plan, follow this, and then now what? Now you just have to keep going back, or here's one of our supplements, just take this and use it for life. No. The goal of this is that you take this information that you're going to learn through Able Health, the different things that work for you, and you're able to incorporate those for the long term to get long-term benefits. Now, in terms of the enabling part of it, now that you've used this information, we've led you to the water, we taught you to fish, you've had a drink, you've eaten, everything's feeling better, now enabling others. There's a few quotes from this one. This one's from Confucius. He who wishes to secure the good of others has already secured his own. And that totally overlaps with from the book of Proverbs. Do not withhold good from others when you have the power to do so. Basically, by doing this, and after you've been using this for a while and you feel the benefit, you're going to feel the power that it's given you. And the thing is, that's still not all the roots. Diet and nutrition, supplements and herbs and vitamins and minerals, those are not all the roots. Your mental, emotional, spiritual root has to be nourished too, and that will be nourished by serving others. So that's the coolest part about this, is that you take the information to get yourself better, and then the more you help others, the more you help yourself. So it's a win-win, and the win-wins are always the best deals of all. So now, from that being said, here's one more to finish it off. Generous people will prosper, and those who refresh will be refreshed. So the more, I feel like there's a lot of times I'm working with people and they're like, oh, I wanted to take this time and do all this time to focus on myself. Or there's this big thing about always focusing on yourself, putting yourself first. And while it is important to take care of yourself, when you put all of your focus on yourself, I feel like it makes people more self-conscious, more anxious, increases worry, because you're literally microscoping on yourself, looking for problems, and it's that constant looking for problems. If you turn your focus to other people that you can recognize have more problems than you, and you put your focus into helping them, you will automatically be kind of filling those little holes and cracks in your own bucket, the ones that you've been searching for, and they will automatically fill themselves. So go out there, be able, and then enable other people. That's why this community, we're calling it the Enablers, because we want you to inspire others and bring them to health as you approach as you go on your own journey to health. So this is Doc Yates signing off. Bye.
Thank you for tuning in to the Paramena Bliss podcast. Don't forget to hit the subscribe button and visit paramenobliss.com for more valuable information on how you can thrive during your transition through perimenopause. Join our community of like-minded women who are dedicated to achieving optimal health naturally, and stay up to date with the latest tips, tricks, and advice from Dr. Seth Yates. And we'll catch you on the next episode of the Paramena Bliss podcast.